3 goals in 3 La Liga matches and a Player of the Month trophy in the cabinet. Kylian Mbappé has exploded out of the gates and left an unmistakable question hanging over Spanish football. Is Real Madrid witnessing the start of a title-defining campaign? Or are we watching a superstar sprint that will burn out under the weight of expectation? Fans voted him Player of the Month for August at Valdebebas, and it is easy to see why. Each appearance has showcased his trademark blend of blistering pace, electric dribbling, and clinical finishing, and opponents have been forced to reorganize their defenses around the threat he poses. But football is a team sport, and the true test arrives when the noise of early momentum meets tactical reality. The upcoming trip to Real Sociedad is more than another fixture, it is a measuring stick. Sociedad bring a compact, disciplined approach that will probe Madrid's defensive coordination and test whether the chemistry between Mbappé and his teammates can withstand sustained tactical pressure away from home. If Mbappé produces another decisive performance, it will be evidence that his goals are sustainable and that this group is learning how to maximize his strengths. If he struggles, the spotlight will quickly shift to concerns about predictability and over-reliance on one attacking channel. The presence of a talisman like Mbappé reshapes the entire squad. When one player attracts constant attention, space is open for creative midfielders to exploit and for young defenders to grow in confidence, but predictability creeps in if the ball funnels only one way. Players such as Arda Güler have begun to find themselves with more time and room as opponents are drawn to Mbappé, while defenders like Dean Huijsen gain the breathing space to make bolder plays, because the forward line occupies defenders farther up the pitch. This creates opportunity, yet it also imposes responsibility on the coaching staff to diversify patterns of play and ensure the team does not become a one-man show. Off the pitch, the award and the headlines raise the stakes. Supporters will celebrate, pundits will analyse every touch, and the media will enlarge both triumphs and lapses. For Mbappé, the mental challenge is now as significant as the physical one. Staying level-headed, resisting the urge to overproduce, and continuing to integrate with a squad that is still adapting around him are all part of the longer campaign. For the club, the management task is to manage expectations without stifling momentum, to rotate intelligently, and to build tactical variety so opponents cannot simply double-team a single outlet. Tactically, expect Real Sociedad to look for transition moments and to press in pockets to prevent Madrid from settling into rhythm. That means Madrid's midfield must control tempo and recycle possession, supplying Mbappé at moments when he can exploit one-on-one opportunities rather than forcing the play through congested central channels. If the team can diversify its attack and create half spaces for runners from deep, opponents will be stretched and Mbappé's direct threat will be amplified rather than neutralized. The conversation about transfers, contracts, and long-term ambitions will continue to swirl, but nights like this are where narratives are forged. When a player starts a season with such impact, opponents study tape, coaches prepare countermeasures, and the ripple effects influence tactical planning across the league. This is the thrilling and precarious part of sport. Early brilliance excites, but consistency writes history. So when the whistle blows in San Sebastian, look beyond the scoreboard to the subtle indicators. How often Mbappé is doubled, whether teammates step into the spaces created, and how Madrid respond when the pressure shifts. The Player of the Month badge is a promising first chapter, but legacies are built over many tests, not just a handful of dazzling performances. Tonight will not decide a destiny, but it could very well decide how the rest of the season perceives this Real Madrid team and the role their new talisman will play in shaping it.